Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to talk about animal and plant cells. All living organisms are made up of cells. Cells are mainly divided into plant and animal cells. My friend Amr now will talk about more briefly about animal and plant cells.
Assalamu alaikum. Cells is the basic structure of any living thing. We hear about it every day, but we don't know a lot about it. It consists of a lot of organelles that helps it do its job, such as they provide structure for the body. They also contain body's heredity material, DNA. What kind of cells are they? They are eukaryotic cells, such as plant cells. They consist of organelles that help on the job. But what shape do they have? They have irregular shapes, not like plant cells. Plant cells have irregular shapes that we're gonna discuss later. Can you see them with a naked eye? No, we can't. We have to use a scanning tunneling microscope known as STM. Are they made of one part? No, they are made of organelles. Other slide. Here's a picture of animal cells. These are the organelles we're gonna discuss later, but we're gonna discuss them later in the other slides. Both plant cells and animal cells have a lot in common. They have a lot in common. In organelles. They both have mitochondria, cell membrane, ribosomes, but an animal cell has a cell wall and a chloroplast that animal cells don't have. Other slide. This is a picture of a plant cell. We're gonna discuss the organelles later. Animal and plant cells. We're gonna talk about the parts and the functions and where you can find the organelle in, such as the cell wall. It supports and protects plant cells. It's found in only plant cells. And a vacuole storages for material. We find it bigger in plant cells and smaller in animal cells. And a centriole. It's responsible for cell division, and it's found in animal cells. Chloroplast converts light energy into chemical energy. The process is called photosynthesis. We find it in plant cells to provide energy. Endoplasmic reticulum, site of protein synthesis. It's found in all eukaryotic cells. Ribosomes is a site of protein synthesis. It's found in all cells. That's it. Mitochondria, it produces energy for the cell, and it's found in all eukaryotic cells. And the Golgi apparatus packages or storages protein into sacs to send them outside the cell or use them as energy inside the cell. It's found in all eukaryotic cells. And the plasma membrane controls the movement of substances in and out of the cell, such as sugar, but not water. It's found in all cells. A cytoskeleton, it supports the shape of the cell. It's found in all eukaryotic cells. Lysosomes digest. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna discuss mainly such as lysosomes. They digest food and kills bacteria. This is important for our body because without them, the bacteria inside our body would live. It's found in animal cells and rare in plant cells because the diseases in plant cells are not frequent like animal cells. And the nucleus, it controls all the cell's activity, all eukaryotic cells. Nucleus is the main part in a cell. It contains the DNA, and it's responsible for all the functions inside the cell. Other slide. And we have a cilia and a flagella. It helps the movement of the substances inside the cell. So some in animal cells. It's found some in animal cells. And the flagella, it helps the movement of the substances inside the cell, such as the cilia. It's found in some animal cells and plant cells. Other slide. We're done here. Yeah. Jenny made this a board. It discusses all our work, and now I'll leave you with Abdulrahman Jenny, who's gonna discuss this board.
I made this bold and first of all, Assalamu alaikum. Uh, I made this board and to discuss and analyze cell in general. Here we have the cell organ. I design Yes, I designed this board to analyze cell in general. Here we have the cell organelles, which my friend Omar just uh, explained, and here we have the discovery of the cell, and here the what is cell and the front page. Here in the discovery of the cell, we talk about many well-known scientists such as Matthias Sluden, Robert Hooke, Anton van Leeuwenhoek. These these scientists were extremely important, and because they resulted in the cell theory. The cell theory is basically describes the cell. So if you don't know the cell, you can just explain the cell theory. The cell theory states that all living organisms are composed of one or more cells. Cells are the basic structure of and organization of all living organisms, and cell arise from previously daughter cells. That means that cells can't be new. يعني. They have to be from a father or a daughter. And here, the scanning tunnel microscope that was defined. That's the presentation. Thank you. Abdurrahman.